Hello, everybody. This is Georgiana and Meredith from Creativity for Kids, and today we will be unboxing our holiday big gem diamond painting. So, Miss Meredith, take it away.
Yay, thank you, Georgiana, and hello out there. Hello, friends. I'm so happy that you're here today with me and crafting with our big gem diamond painting holiday kit. So today we're going to be going through how you do big gem diamond painting, and then we're going to be doing a little bit of holiday crafting. So let's open up the box and see what's inside. Okay, so what we have, and first of all, I want to show you in our box, we actually have a sample for you to see. So this is an actual big gem diamond painted sticker. So I'll get to that in a second, but I don't want you to throw away your box yet because this is a special little thing that we'll do in a minute or two. So we have our stickers. Lots of fun little characters. A penguin, a bunny, a sloth. We have our window catchers, our sun catchers. Our bear and our cute little penguin. There, you can see that a little better. And we have all of our beautiful, shiny, big gems, which are basically rhinestones. So if you do not have this kit at home, that's okay. All you need to do is get some stickers, some rhinestones, or you could even use like a coloring sheet, some glue or a glue stick, and then you can participate as well. So we have all of our different rhinestones. We have two little suction cup hooks, and these suction cup hooks are used with our sun catchers. So they'll hang on your window. So we'll put those aside for now. And we also have these cute little stands. These have a little slit in them, and they're also used for the little window sun catchers. So in case you don't want to hang it in your window, you just slide it into the bottom here, and it will stand on your table, just like that. So we'll put those aside as well. All right, well, oh, and we also have our stylus here. So this is a special tool that has an opening in the tip of it right in here. So that tip is open, and that is really useful for picking up. This is wax. And what you do is you pick up a little bit of wax, and then that helps you be able to pick up the different rhinestones that you're coloring with. And then we have our little handy dandy tray. And of course, we have our instructions. Here we go. All right. So we'll put all this aside and look at our instructions. It says you can create 12 stickers and 2 sun catchers. So this is a really lovely kit if you wanted to do with a friend or a family member. There's enough stickers for you to do a couple and your friend to do a couple too. So before you begin, clear your space so you have plenty of room to work. Spread out your colorful gem bags, gem tray, stylus, and wax square. Helpful tip, cover your work surface with a large towel. This will help contain the gems in case they spill out of your little tray. So use a large resealable bag for storing your components. Okay, well, let's get our gems out here. Here's our stylus, our wax. And I see myself using probably every single color of gem. So I'm just going to put a couple gems or pour a couple gems out into different areas of my tray. So we've got some red gems. And I don't pour out the entire bag because I like to craft a little bit at a time. So it makes it easier to put everything away if you don't pour everything out at once. So here's our yellow gems. And these gems, these rhinestones, there are rhinestones that come with adhesive on the back. So if you do not have this kit at home, you might want to use those and decorate your own little stickers using the rhinestones that do come with adhesive on the back. And you can probably find those at your local Michael's store. So our pink, like a nice pretty magenta. Our lime green. It's a nice bright green for all of our holiday stickers. There. Orange. Oh, and we're coming up to my absolutely most favorite one in the entire pack. Not the blue, but the one after the blue. We'll see in 1 second here. Although I do love this blue too. It's so vibrant, so pretty. Here it is. This one, it looks like snow. I just love this one. Oh, it's so magical. Okay, so this, I saved the best for last, in my opinion. And your little rhinestones, when you pour them out, they're going to kind of migrate over to different areas of colors, and that's okay. But I like to start with kind of like a color palette, like a painter has each little color in its own little place. So, all right, well, okay, we just prepared all that, but I do want to go back to our box for a second. So one thing I love doing, and we have other kits like this, and I've done this in the past. So you can reach in and actually remove the sticker from the front. And it's stuck in there pretty well. So you might need a friend's help, like your parent or an older adult, to get it out. But what I like to do is take it off like this. And then you can actually use this sticker to decorate something like, well, I can put it back on here. You can cut it out. And since we are talking about the holidays, let's see, can you think of something that you would want to decorate with using one of these cute little big gem diamond painted stickers? If you can't think of anything, don't worry, because we'll be getting to that later and I'll show you a couple different options. But one thing I love doing is taking it, and then we have our little hole punch, and you can just punch a hole in it, just like that. And then I've got some ribbon here. I'll cut off some ribbon and just feed it right through. So now, and then tie it together. Now you have either an ornament, you could hang it up on your tree, or if you use ribbon or yarn instead of ribbon, you could wear it like a necklace. Or if you wanted to hang it off of a gift bag, that would be a really cute decoration off of a gift. So you can always get that out of your box and before you throw the box away. So that's just another idea of what you can do. All right, so here's all of our rhinestones. And we'll need our little stylus and our wax. And I also need your input. So we have 2 sheets of stickers here. I would love to know which sticker we should start with. How about if you guys want to let me know which one you want to start with between the tree, the snowflake, or the penguin. So I'll give you a couple seconds to choose, and you can just type it in, and my friend Georgiana will let me know which one of these stickers you want to start with. The snowflake, the tree, or the penguin. Which one do you want to start with?
It looks like Chloe mentioned the penguin.
No, penguin, you are the first one we're going to do. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is just cut the penguin out, or cut out whatever shape you want to do first. And we've included these dotted lines printed on the sticker sheet. So it's really easy for you to just follow the dotted line and cut out which design you want to do first. There we go. So we have our cute little penguin. Now, the sticker sheet has a protective sheet over it. And that's because there's adhesive on the sticker that's going to hold the rhinestones on. So each little dot is sticky. So that's what makes it super duper easy for the rhinestones to stay on. Okay, now what we're going to do is take our stylus, the little tip of it here, and we're going to remove the wax. Has a little protective sheet on it too, so you got to remove the top layer of the protective, or of the wax, and then you're just simply going to use the tip and push it down into the wax so you can grab some of the wax. So you can kind of see there's wax in the tip now. Now with the wax in the tip, you can kind of shape it in there so it doesn't come out. We're going to just grab the rhinestones. So see that? It just easily picks up a rhinestone. And then you just put it onto the sticker. So I'm going to use my stylus, pick up a rhinestone, and then put it on the sticker, just like that. And it's really a lot easier than trying to pick up a rhinestone with your fingers. So that's why we include it in this kit. And it's just kind of fun to use. And it makes it go much, much quicker than trying to pick up teeny tiny little rhinestones with your fingers. So now you can choose to either follow the colors that are shown on your sticker, or you could choose whatever rhinestones you want and color in your stickers that way. So this first one, I'm going to follow the colors that are printed on the sticker so you guys can see what it looks like. Our reds, and now we need little pink cheeks. Hello, cute. Cute. Oops. And I can see my wax is kind of coming out, so I need to push it back in like that. And we're good to go again. Need a little yellow beak. Boop. And then our striped green and red scarf to keep our penguin warm. There we go. And you can see how quick this is done and how easy it is to do. And then you get this super duper shiny sticker as a result. So again, just put your wax back on there if it's coming loose. We'll use my favorite pearly white ones for his belly. Oops. There we go. And the beautiful blue for the rest of his body. He's waving to us. All right, Penguin, you are almost done. All right. 2 more blue and then his little orange feet. 1 orange and 2 orange. All right. Ta-da! We have a super duper sparkly little penguin now. And this is something I love about these kits. The stickers are holographic. So they're rainbow stickers already. So they're just super duper sparkly and shiny. And I love them so much. Okay, so we'll put that one aside. Time to choose another one. Let's do another one. And this time we're going to color it however we want. So do we want to do let's go from the other sheet this time. Do we want to do our snowman, our gingerbread man, or our reindeer? All right. Friends out there, let me know which one would you like to do next? Our snowman, our reindeer, or our gingerbread man? We'll give a couple seconds for you to answer. All right, Georgiana, what do you think?
I see a vote for the reindeer.
Oh, cute little reindeer. Okay. Reindeer. So again, we're going to cut off our design here. And we're going to remove the protective sheet so we can stick our rhinestones on. And like I said, this time I'm going to follow my own color palette rather than following the colors that are printed on our reindeer. All right, I'm going to grab some more wax. And you don't need too much. You just need enough so you can pick up the rhinestones. Maybe just a little bit more there. Okay, so I'm going to start with the reindeer antlers. And instead of yellow, I'm going to use my favorite white ones. Ooh, cool. And instead of orange, I'm going to make our reindeer's body all yellow. And it's cool because the rhinestones, they kind of reflect the color of the sticker that surrounds them. So although I'm using yellow rhinestones, it's still picking up a little bit of the orange that that's printed on the sticker sheet. So just makes it a little bit more interesting to look at. Now, when you come to a point where your rhinestones are upside down, you can do a couple things. You can either tap the edge of your tray, or you can use the back of your stylus and kind of just tap them until they flip over. And they flip over pretty quickly and easily. So we'll keep on with our yellow. And then the inside of the legs, it looks like it's printed red, so I'm going to use the orange. This is fun. Okay, and I do want to make our reindeer's nose red, so I'm going to keep that one the same. And I do want to make the cheeks pink. And the tail, I do want to make it pink as well. So for most of it, I used my own color palette. And then for some of it, I'm using what is already printed on there. And I think that's okay. And you can do whatever you want as well to make it yours, your own unique little sticker. There we go. Cute little reindeer. Almost done. There's 3 little dots on his face. So we'll do those. 1, 2. Oop, kind of barely picked that one up. And 3. All right, ta-da! Okay, so now we have our cute little reindeer and our sweet little penguin. I'm going to show you something that you can do with your stickers now. So let's just say you have a gift bag here, and it's not very sparkly at all. So you want to add some sparkle to it. So it's easy peasy. All you have to do is take your sticker, and then you can add it wherever you like. Now this bag has a reindeer printed on it, but if it didn't have a reindeer printed on it, this would be really cute because it would look like our little penguin is in the snow. And then on this side, as I said, we do have a deer on this side. Maybe we'll just leave that one as is. So you can always just put a sticker on it like that. And then add your tissue paper. Like that. And you have a sweet little present with a little bit of sparkle to it. Like what we did earlier, you could make a little tag. And you could put it through the handle here. Let's see if I can feed it through. You can just tie it on the handle. Or like this one, I'm just kind of feeding it through the loop. And keeping it on like that. So now you have a cute little hanging tag on your bag. Or if you wanted to make your own little tag for a present like this, you could just get some cardstock. It's kind of like a heavy duty paper, or you could just use some construction paper. And let's see here. You can fold it over just like that. And what's nice is these stickers have this clear background. So you can see which sticker will fit on your tag. So some of them might not be able to fit so well, but this one fits very nicely. I'll show you one that might not fit very well. So you can see here, I cut the card a little bit tight, so the sticker probably won't fit very well on there. So we want to just make sure that the sticker that you choose fits on your card. So we'll put your sticker on the card here. Fun little reindeer. And then I have a metallic pen. So you can add little details to your card, like little snowflakes. These are little snowflake stars I'm creating. You could do little dots, stars, whatever you want. If you have glitter, you could add some glitter glue to it. Just like that. And then of course you want to add either the person's name or a little message inside. So I'm going to write happy holidays. And then love, Meredith. Okay, So now that we have that, you could leave it like that and just slip it into your gift. So your gift is nicely sparkled up like that. Or like this guy, what I did was I used my hole puncher and I punched a hole right up here. So then I could just feed the ribbon through the hole and then tie it onto the gift. All right. So there is an actual gift inside here. And at the end of class, we'll open it up and see what's inside. But we'll save that until later. All right, so the next thing I wanted to show you guys what we can do, and this requires the instructions, and this is how you can color in your big gem diamond sun catcher. So on the back of the instructions, oh, here, time for sun catchers. And you can see the examples here. Our little skating snow bear, or our penguin that we did a smaller version of. So I'll just point this out. As a pro tip, peel a little of the protective cover off at a time as you work. If you need to stop at any point, you can always cover your design back up and come back to it later. So just like our little stickers, our sun catchers, they have a protective sheet on them. You can see here. So unlike our stickers, this is all sticky except for where the black lines are. Our stickers, they had little dots of stickiness, while our sun catcher is all sticky in all of the areas that don't have a black line. So on the back of your instructions, we give you a gem placement guide. So you can just put your sun catcher down like that. And now all of the little dots that are the same size as your rhinestones help you place all of your big gems or your rhinestones so they'll all fit. So like we said in the instructions, you can peel off a little at a time. And you kind of just hold it in place, or you can actually tape your sun catcher down onto your gem placement guide if you want. So we'll get some more wax in our stylus. That over there. And we can start. So the top of our little penguin hat, I'm gonna do pink. So this is like a little pink pom-pom. And you just place the rhinestones where the dots are printed on the instructions. Ta-da! And then you just keep going. So let's see, our hat. Let's do a, I want to do a green hat. So I think I need some more green rhinestones poured out. So here's our rhinestones. There we go. And these little bags are self-adhesive, so they just stay stuck when you fold them back up. All right. Actually, I'm going to move this over here so we can see a little bit better. Oop. And sometimes you pick up 2 rhinestones instead of 1. So you can just hit the other one off and it'll be just fine. So really, you can make these whatever color you want. If you need a little guidance, we do have the samples done in the instructions or on the box. But these are wide open for you to do whatever colors that you want for these designs. And this is very easy and kind of meditative to do. But the sun catchers do take a little bit more time than the stickers. So that's why just peeling back the amount that you're going to do at a time makes a lot of sense. So you don't have anything else sticking to your sun catcher while you're not crafting. And this is, I'd say, easy enough to do while you're watching TV or listening to the radio or whatever. It doesn't take too much concentration. So that's why it's a kind of like a mindful or meditative type of a craft. I think some of my wax came out there. I'll just get rid of that. And I'm almost done. Will I have enough little green rhinestones? Let's see. There's another one. And I think I will. I just have to flip them over. There. And you, I know you are green. There. Ta-da! All right, so we have our hat complete. Now I'm gonna wait to do the rest of it, but I am gonna show you what a finished one looks like. Here we go. So this guy is all done. And as I mentioned earlier, when we were opening up the box and looking at what's inside, you can use the little stand, and it's got a slit in it, and there's a slit in the bottom of the design. So you can just put the slit in like that, or put the stand in like that, and then it will stand up. Ta-da! Or if you don't want it to stand, you can always just use the little suction cup, and you would kind of just dampen the back of the suction cup and stick it to your window. And then your design will hang on your window. Perfect. All right, so Georgiana, do we have any questions out there?
Not at the moment.
All right. Well, let's do one more sticker. What do you say? Who wants to do one more sticker?
I do.
Okay, Georgiana does, and that's good enough for me. Okay, so let's see, what do we have left? We have all of these left. So if you see one that you would like to do, go ahead and type it in. We have our snowflake, our sloth, our bunny, our bear, our snowman, our tree, our puppy, our kitty, our present, and our gingerbread. So there's a lot of options. So I can't wait to see which one you might want to do next. And we'll give it a couple more minutes here, or a couple more seconds. All right, I think we go with the snowman. All right, good. Snowman is so happy. All right, Georgiana, we need to name our snowman. what should we name our snowman? And if any of our friends out there have a suggestion, go ahead and type it in. But I'll go ahead and start crafting, start painting with our big gems. I know there's lots of snowmen out there this time of year. One of the most famous would be Frosty, the snowman. Who else? Are there other snowmen out there who have names?
Olaf.
Olaf, duh.
Duh.
Yeah. Yes, he is a very popular snowman. All right, well, it looks like we have a suggestion.
Yes, Saint Nick.
Saint Nick the Snowman. That is truly original and very creative. I love it. So this is Saint Nick the Snowman. Thank you, Chloe, for your participation today. And all of you friends out there who are crafting with me, thank you for crafting with me, for taking some time and doing a little bit of creative work, creative play, I should say. And as you guys can see, I am following the color guide for this one, or not the color guide, but the colors printed on the stickers for this one. And I'm thinking, where do I want to stick this one? You could put it on a notebook. Oh, you could put it on like a lunch bag. You could, ooh, there's blue. Where else? There's a lot of different things you can do with these. I kind of just want to make them and then give them away to people. I think that would be fun. And red and green, more red. So if you have leftover big gems, leftover rhinestones, you can do your own little big gem diamond painting on like a handmade card. So if you have a friend or family member who you want to gift a card to, you could always just put down some glue stick and then do the same process by just coloring it in, coloring on top of your glue stick to hold your big gems in place. All right, well, Saint Nick is all set. Thank you for making me all sparkly. Yay. All right, so like I had mentioned, this is a little present. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Georgiana, do you have any idea of what might be inside this box?
I don't have an idea.
No.
I'm excited to see.
This is so fun.
It looks like a jewelry box.
Oh,
Since we're on the sparkly theme.
yeah, yeah. You are correct. It is a jewelry box. So let's see what's inside of here. And open it up. Ta-da! Oh, it's a little puppy. It's our big gem diamond painting holiday puppy. So I put that in there as just to show you that you could gift someone one of these beautiful, sparkly little big gem diamond painted stickers. And I think that would be a really fun gift to get. I put it in a jewelry box too, because you can, like I had done earlier, you can punch a hole in it and then add some yarn to it, and you could wear it as a necklace. So that would be jewelry. So that is our big gem diamond painting holiday kit. It's super fun, super easy to do. I hope you guys enjoyed crafting with me today as much as I enjoy doing these crafts with you. And if you have any questions, or if you do this at home and you want to show us what you've created, go ahead and take a picture of it and ask your parent or an older friend to go ahead and post it up on our Facebook page or our social media, or share it with Michael's as well. So you can find all of these kits at Michael's and get all these art materials there too. So thank you, and I can't wait to craft with you again. Bye.